Hey everybody, it's Adam with PC Clear Computers and Games. Just thought I'd do a quick unboxing and like a mini review of the Space Marine Adventures Labyrinth of the Necrons. This is kind of a one-shot box. I don't think they've come out with any expansions. I know they've come out with other miniatures for this, and it has other missions and stuff like that. Think of this as like Space Hulk Light, if you want to think of it that way. I got it for my son when he comes down here. My daughter likes to play stuff like this too, but it gives you four or five Space Marines. Each one of them has a different weapon. One of them has a flamer, the other has a heavy bolter. I think the other has a chain sword and things of that nature. So let's crack the box open. Let's see what's in it. I'm going to tell you a few things I like, and I'm going to tell you a few things I don't like about this box set. Not that I don't like them, it's just I think it was left out of the production of this. So if I turn it over so I could take the cover off of it. This box is pretty good, pretty sturdy. It's not cheap like thinking it is. Let me turn this around right. There we go. And you get your usual, Games Workshop. This is the other stuff we sell to pimp their stuff. That's the game we're looking at right there, Space Marine Adventures. Gives you things for Blood Bowl, Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, Night Vault, Blackstone, Necromunda. Necromunda was actually pretty cool back in the day. They give you all kinds of like 3D terrain with it and stuff, and it looks like they've kind of flattened it out a little bit. Not sure why, but that's just the way they did things. And Middle Earth. I've never played the Middle Earth, don't own any Middle Earth miniatures. I really have no interest in playing Middle Earth. I think it competes too much with Age of Sigmar for that fantasy element. And then on the back, they're telling you about White Dwarf magazine. The rule booklet for the game, which isn't really that many pages. It's only like 15 pages, and that includes assembly instructions and some pictures and advertisements for their for one of their other basic games, which is First Strike. It tells you how to put the stuff together. Pretty cool stuff. Very colorful pictures and everything like that. Really cool stuff. You're facing Necrons in this. How to play. Gives you very vivid illustrations of how to play. The setup and everything like that. Pretty neat stuff. Now what they did is they gave you a Space Marine from a couple different chapters here. We'll look at those in just a second. These boards are kind of nice too. They're heavy cardboard. Usual quality you've come to expect from Games Workshop. And they give you tokens, which is going to lead to my first kind of complaint about this, is that they give you tokens from the Necrons. And I understand they can't put 30 more miniatures in a box and keep it at the same price point or anything like that, but they could have given you the lead Necron maybe as a miniature or something like that. Those are pretty cool there. Same on the other side. You got the pouch to keep all, I guess, the counters in and stuff like that. It would have been nice if they would have put like the Games Workshop logo or maybe the Necron symbol or something like that on this. Is just a plain black pouch. Here we go. Let's get to the miniatures, which is why everybody kind of showed up. And we got the first guy we're going to look at here is going to be the Space Wolf Marine, right? Who has just a knife in his hand and is running towards the enemy once it gets assembled. I might do a video when I have these all assembled and things like that. These are just the snap together ones. You really don't need any glue or anything to put them together. This is the Ultramarines. The goody two-shoes Marines that play by the book and everything like that. He has a chainsword and it looks like a grav pistol or something. That doesn't look like a bolter pistol, so I'm going to say that's a grav pistol. The bases are nice and scenic. They're not the flat normal bases that you see. Two different heads for him, one with a helmet, one without a helmet. Just to look back at the Space Wolf, the Space Wolf had two different helmets too, one with a helmet and one without a helmet. This is the Salamanders Marine, the guy that comes with the flamer. Pretty neat stuff. I like how they all come with two heads, so you can pick the head you want. That's kind of neat. I always like that, when they give you some variety here. And again, the base is scenic. His feet are kind of molded into the base, so you really can't put him on another base if you wanted to. In fact, I think they're all like that, aren't they? Yeah, I just noticed that. Was that the same thing for the Space Wolves and I missed it? No, it looks like the Space Wolves and the Ultramarines, their feet aren't molded onto the base at all. So that's kind of cool. We got the Blood Angels guy with his Auspic sensor. Things of that nature. Pretty cool. Again, scenic bases. Put together, click together, snap together stuff. Two different heads. One with a helmet, one without a helmet. And then we got the Imperial Fist. The Imperial Fist guy has a heavy bolter, so he can really lob some bolter shells downrange. That's kind of neat. Again, two heads, one with a helmet, one without a helmet. I know they've come up with some expansions to this, and one of them is a Crimson Fist Marine, which I love the Crimson Fist. The Crimson Fist Marine with a missile launcher, which is really kind of cool. So, again, you get a very nice detailed base. The feet are molded into the base. Not sure how I feel about that. If I don't want to use that base, I'm kind of stuck with using that base. You get some plastic bags to store your counters in, I guess, or something. Or maybe it's the cards or something. You get all these neat cards. I haven't read the rules yet, so I really don't know what the cards do or anything, but they're very well made cards. There you go. Brother Frostclaw. Combat Knife. You know, it gives you the equivalent of a character sheet. For every one of these. Crack grenades. Crack grenades are kind of cool. What is that, an apothecary? Yeah, that's for the apothecary. Flamecraft, flamer. You know, all kinds of stuff. Look at the art on these things, though. The art on these things is just phenomenal. The Armor of Contempt. And it gives you a description of what it does down here. Speed of the Angel for the Blood Angels. The art is just, it's not the cartoony art, which is what I kind of like. Oh, look, he's wounded, so you guys have to flip the card over. We might have to play through a demo of this. Maybe we can enlist my brother or something like that to play a demo with us at some point. And then they have the level 1, 2, 3, and 4 cards. You know, a bunch of Necrons. I guess that's apropos because you're going into the Necron Crypt. Level 2. It says do not open, but, you know, I play by my own rules because I'm dangerous like that. Again, more Necrons. This is level 3 and level 4. More Necrons. And more Necrons. So these are all Necrons. Of course, you're going into their crypt, so there you go. Now, one neat thing they did is that they give you 5 dice. And if a perceptive person will be like, hey, those are the same colors as the Marines over there. And you're absolutely right. The yellow is to be used by the Imperial Fist, the red is to be used by the Blood Angels, the gray is used by Space Wolves, blue for Ultramarines, green for Salamanders. Now, I'm going to open this up. I mean, they're dice, right? What can you say? What I wish Games Workshop would have done is just a criticism. It's not a showstopper or anything like that. I'm not saying the game sucks because they didn't do this. But if they would have taken, like, the 1 or the 6, maybe the 6, and if they would have put the chapter symbol on the 6, and so this is the Ultramarine die, instead of seeing 6 dots there, you see the Ultramarine chapter symbol. You know, maybe you see the Space Wolves on the 6. You know, so I think that would have made it a little more immersive than just giving you 6 dice and, you know, the same color as the Marines. I think it would have really been a neat feature if they'd have done that. We store the dice right in here. Another small criticism that I have is that if this is somebody's first experience with with Warhammer, which it might be, you're going to want your Marines to look like the Marines in the picture. I mean, they're not going to look exactly like that, but you want them to look like even the pictures of the painted Marines. Let me see if I can find them here. I know there was one around here somewhere. Here we go. Right there. I mean, you're going to want them to look like those in the picture, and you really can't do that because they don't give you any decals. They don't give you the decals for the Space Wolves, Blood Angels, or any of the other ones. I'm not talking about the back banners. I can live without the banners. I always thought banners on the backpack were kind of crazy anyway. But you need the decals. You don't get any decals. It's not even like, you know, embossed on the shoulder pads or anything. They're just plain shoulder pads. So I don't know why Games Workshop didn't just give you 10 decals or 20 decals or something like that to put on your miniatures to make them look like the ones in the picture here, so you have all the shoulder pad imagery that you need. Again, that's just a slight criticism. It looks like a very, very fun, simple game to play. Really kind of neat. I look forward to doing a demo of it. I'm going to box all this back up, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.